Formula One scoring system and rating of riders at the end of the first part of this season. Wondering how the Formula One scoring system works? In this video, I'm going to break it all down for you and rate the riders at the end of the first part of the season. So whether you're a fan or just curious, stick around and I'll explain everything. Throughout history, Formula One has changed its scoring system more than once. In different historical periods, the best results in some races were considered, which increased confusion. A strange situation can sometimes result from this. Juan Manuel Fangio finished the 1950 season with 27 points, followed by Luigi Fagioli with 24 points, despite earning 28 points, while Alain Prost finished 11 points ahead of Ayrton Senna in 1988. The Brazilian became the world champion based on the 11 best results. Despite having 7 wins in 4 seconds, Prost could not surpass Senna's 8 wins in 3 seconds. When the results of all races were counted in Formula One, a more logical and understandable system emerged in 1991. Until 2003, the 10-6-4-3-2-1 scoring system had been in place, but Michael Schumacher and Ferrari dominated the early 2000s, resulting in a change. In 2002, Schumacher set a new record by winning the first World Championship 6 stages before the title was awarded. A Ferrari driver was crowned champion at the French Grand Prix on July 21. During the 2003 season, the finish line difference between first and second place was reduced from 4 to 2 points, and the number of prize racers was increased from 6 to 8. Thus, the scoring system became 10-8-6-5 or 3-2-1. Until 2010, points were awarded in this format. But after the number of teams increased to 12, the prize pool was expanded. This could not be accomplished while maintaining the prior 10 points for a victory. So we multiplied the points by 2.5 and expanded the prize zone to include the top 10. As a result, the still operating system was as follows: 25-18-15-12 10-8-6-4-2-1. As an experiment in 2014, the top 10 of the championship received double points at the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. The decision did not affect the standings significantly. Only Sergio Perez won 2 positions in the championship, so it was not repeated. Those who finish in the top 10 of a race receive an additional point for their best lap. A Saturday sprint was introduced in 2021 to reward the owners of the top 3 places in the sprint. 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point was awarded in the first year, and by 2022, this group had been expanded to 8 cars. 8 points were awarded to the driver who finished first, and 1 point for the driver who finished 8th. A total of 8 points will be awarded this year to the winner and a single point to the 8th place finisher. Only the top 3 finishers, the winner got 3 points, while the 3rd place finisher got 1 point, received them last year. For the 2022 season, only shortened races have been made to the scoring system. Rating of riders at the end of the first part of the season. A 10-point rating system was used to evaluate each rider's performance after each stage in the race, with the overall rating calculated based on the first half of the season. Max Verstappen, 8.6 points. It wasn't always easy for Max in qualifying, and he had a couple of mistakes in races, but in the end, he spent the season almost perfectly. Due to Red Bull's superior competitiveness over Ferrari, Max capitalizes on these strengths, so his title this year is undeniable, barring any unexpected events. Charles Leclerc, 7.7 points. There should have been more race wins for Charles Leclerc this year after he has taken the pole 7 times and taken the lead in 7 races. He made mistakes in Imola and Paul Ricard, and Ferrari let him down in Spain, Monaco, Azerbaijan, Canada, and Silverstone. Lando Norris, 7.6 points. This ranking places Lando Norris in 3rd place, despite a 7th place ranking in the individual standings. This is all about Lando's McLaren. It's not competitive everywhere, but he almost always maximizes its performance. Lewis Hamilton, 7.5 points. Mercedes experimented extensively with the settings to find a solution to the problems that arose at the beginning of the season, making it difficult to evaluate Lewis's performance. However, after this stage, Lewis's speed gradually increased over George Russell's. Since Canada, Hamilton's podium results have dissuaded those who thought he'd given up, including 2 consecutive second-place finishes in France and Hungary. Fernando Alonso, 7.4 points. It is Fernando's ability to perform at a high level that makes him inferior to Esteban Ocon in the individual classification, mainly because he was deprived of 30 to 50 points for reasons outside of his control. George Russell, 7.3 points. With the exception of Silverstone, where Russell crashed on the start line, Russell consistently finished in the top 5 despite difficult circumstances. The pole he achieved at the Hungaroring was his first real success behind the wheel of Mercedes, even though Hamilton had a faster lap time in recent Grands Prix. As a whole, he has proven to be a strong Formula One driver. Valtteri Bottas, 6.9 points. A steady high pace and no mistakes behind the wheel of the Alfa Romeo, not the fastest car, have made Valtteri a strong foothold for Alfa Romeo. He consistently earned points if the car did not let him down. Carlos Sainz, 6.7 points. Even though his chances for the title collapsed very quickly in the first races, Carlos did not lower his head. As he worked seriously on himself, he steadily made progress. In the first race, Sainz won the pole position but was still slower than Leclerc. Sergio Perez, 6.6 points. He had a great first part of the season but was disappointed in the second, which affected his ranking. In Saudi Arabia, he won the pole position, and in Monaco, he made life difficult for Verstappen at times. But the car was modified, and he could not compete with max speed. Esteban Ocon, 6.6 points. The only thing Esteban kept scoring points in 12 races was a fuel pump failure at Silverstone and a collision with Hamilton at Monaco. This year, Ocon's weak point has been his contact with rival Schumacher in Bahrain and Tsunoda in France. Even though his best results are inferior to the Spaniards, the Frenchman has had an excellent season. Thank you for watching the video.